Hi everyone, Matthew here from Orkney Strength Coach with another mobility session. I'd originally planned to do a comprehensive full body mobility session today, but I got nominated to do 1,000 squats on Monday, did them on Thursday, and I am still feeling pretty beat up. So we're just going to do a recovery mobility session. So we're just going to get started. Really gentle warm up. Just giving your legs a wee rub. This is actually a really good warm-up technique. Anyway, it helps to get warmth into your muscles. It's been shown that it can help improve strength and weightlifting, obviously, because that's what I spend my time researching. I'm obviously spending a lot of time here on my quads themselves because they are sore, but you can move down into your calves, your hamstrings, or even in your glutes if you need. Okay, and swap sides. We're just going to spend a wee bit of time doing this. And the rationale behind recovery sessions are low level exercise to help, one, increase blood flow to affected sites, so where you have muscle soreness, because blood flow aids recovery. It carries all your oxygen and nutrients to muscles and helps to transport them away as well. Okay, just going to stand up. Stood on one foot, nice and gentle, just tapping your foot out to the side, a little bit of bend at your leg. We're not going to start with any full knee or hip flexions, get some warmth in there first. Right, and we'll swap sides. And the other aim for these recovery sessions is to just stretch out gently as well, which can help ease tightness. Back to the first leg, doing the same thing, just tapping your foot behind you. And make sure your knee doesn't cave in like that, you want to keep it over your foot. Change legs. And with this you can obviously control how deep into the squat you're going based on how you feel, so if you want you can go deeper in. Okay, then feet apart, a little bit of bend at the legs, just going for hip circles, nice and slowly to begin with. And whilst you're doing these hip circles, try and get the movement to come from your hips, so you should be feeling your glutes working when you do this, rather than coming from your back. Change direction. Another point, when I say recovery, I don't mean recovery from injuries. This may or may not help you, I couldn't possibly say. Probably not a good idea to be consulting YouTube if you have real injuries. Get to see your doctor or your physiotherapist. So when I say recovery, I mean from training, stress, sore muscles you might have, rather than real injuries. Okay, then hands down by your side, point your thumbs back. We're going to pull our hands back for 5, then come up to a T, same thing. Try and make sure you're not shrugged up, let your shoulders relax down and back. Then up to a Y. This is a lot tougher to keep your upper traps from over engaging. Then down to a W, pull that thumb back. Okay, same thing, we're just going to flip it. Pulling back for 5, 3, 4, 5, up to a T. This might feel a little bit alien to some of you, that's absolutely fine, it's a bit of a strange movement. Okay, it's going to be difficult to keep your thumb pointing back here, so if it's pointing down, that's fine. And then into a W. Good, okay. You'll see I've got my TRX band set up behind my door. It doesn't have to be a TRX band, it could just be a post, something sturdy to hold on to. Anything really, you can put a towel behind your door like I've done in a few of my previous videos. I'll link one just in case you've not seen that already. But you're just going to grab a hold, both hands, let your shoulders relax, lean back. Should feel a nice stretch down there. And rather than holding the stretches for too long, we're just going to try and keep moving, just so that we keep warmth in our body, we're keeping our heart rate up. Round your back, and then straighten it, and round, straighten, and you'll see I'm constantly rocking from side to side. And straighten the legs, bend them, just go side to side again. And just hold on with one arm. Rock side to side, that'll be an even deeper stretch down there. If you want, you can tilt your hands, rotate your shoulders. And this session could be performed after a training session, before a training session, or just on a day off if you are feeling really beat up. It's important to do these types of things to help your body recover faster and more fully. Good, back to holding on with both hands. Just rock down into a squat. Don't worry if you can't get as deep as me. And it's the same thing, just going side to side. And this shouldn't be as intense as if you're doing a full squat, because you've got this to support you. And just from front to back. Let your hips open, and then let them relax. Pull them apart, relax, open, relax. And then just standing up again. Good. Pretty straightforward, nice to just get you loosened up, moving a bit more. Okay now, feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointing forward or slightly out. Just breathing in, and slowly breathe out and come forward. Keeping a flat back as you do here. Just like so. Do you feel a nice stretch right down your hamstrings? Hold that for a little minute, and just let your back round. You can let your knees bend a bit here as well. So come down to hands on ankles. If that means you're bending your knees, that's fine. And then when you're here, we're just going to go for 10 hamstring stretch to squat. So starting here, knees outside your forearms, feet staying completely flat, chest up into a squat, and back into the hamstring stretch. We'll go down again. Hold, up. You'll see my range of motion is quite limited today compared to what it normally is. That is just purely down to muscle soreness. Good, and up again. I think that's 4. You can give your hamstrings a wee rub whilst you do this as well. think that's number 7. And last one. Good. Stand up out of that. Now we're going to come to the centre of our mat, take quite a wide stance. This is probably going to be the toughest movement out of the whole lot today. So you'll see my feet are quite a lot wider than my body. I'm going to come down to one side like so, letting this foot turn up so my knees pointing to the roof. Just down as far as you can into a Cossack squat. You'll notice that this foot stays flat. I'm trying not to round forward. Keep your chest up. Now, keeping your hips as low as you can, move on to the other side. Good. Hold for a second or two and slowly come to the other side. Now when you're doing this, try and exert control, so don't rush from one side to the other. Hold a position, slowly move, keeping control. I don't want to see you going side to side like this. Keep everything working. We'll go one more on each side. It's getting faster as I'm going because my legs are starting to burn. Ooh. Good. Okay, find a comfy seat on your mat. You'll see I've got 3 utensils here. Foam roller, kettlebell, and just, it could be anything, a PVC pipe, training bar, it could even be a rolling pin, to be honest. Some people might have massage sticks as well. We're going to do a bit of rolling, so option number 1 on the foam roller is just rolling your quads. Like so. Option number 2 is a little bit more passive, but possibly sorer. Using your kettlebell to just roll around in your quads, which is pretty brutal, even with just quite a light one, 16 kilos. Last one, my personal preference, is using your bar like a rolling pin, just up and down. We're going to spend about 5 minutes doing this. Now, because I've got really sore quads right now, rather than pushing in and spending ages working in on little bits, I'm just doing pretty broad strokes, you could call it, straight up and down the muscle. Again, trying to get warmth into it, trying to get a bit of movement, rather than working in on trigger points. But again, it depends on how you're feeling at the time you do this. You can spend time working in on the muscle a little bit deeper. I'm not really going all that deep at all. You can tilt your foot so you're working on a different part of your quad, inside, middle or outside. And the reason that I try to do recovery sessions that don't involve any massive demands on flexibility is sometimes, no matter how flexible you are, when you're sore, you've got DOMS or delayed onset muscle soreness, it doesn't matter how flexible you are. Hitting those positions is hard because your muscles are sore. So you're not going to effectively be able to challenge your mobility or flexibility that well. So it's more just about getting a light stretch and hopefully easing the pain a little bit. Which then means on subsequent training sessions or days you might be able to train more effectively. And we'll swap legs. I think this bar weighs about 2 kilograms. Just letting it rest and bear down with its weight is plenty. And it's always a point of interest that people ask me about recovery strategies. There's 3 really good recovery strategies that are pretty much solely overlooked by everyone, apart from the very, very best. You look at professional athletes, they pretty much live by these 3 recovery strategies. The first one's managing your training appropriately, making sure that you're training smart, you're training hard at the right times, you're allowing yourself time to recover whilst you're still training. Periodization, as it were. Second one is sleep. Sleep, sleep. Pro athletes sleep for about 10 to 12 hours a day. And your third one is nutrition, so eating good food, plenty of vitamins, making sure you hit the right macronutrients, and also hydration. Hydration is absolutely massive. So yeah, if people want to ask me about recovery strategies and cryotherapy or dry needling, most of the time it's a bit of a futile exercise, because the recovery gains that you might see from strategies like that is maybe 0.5%, when you maybe see 20% improvement from eating well, sleeping well and training smart. So I mean, these things are brilliant, but don't get it twisted. Your 3 main sources of recovery are those ones that I've mentioned. Cool. Okay, we'll do a little bit of upper body stuff now. To begin with, just lying on your side, like so, 1 foot out or 1 knee out at a right angle, just to keep you balanced. Hand out in front of you, palm pointing to the roof, other hand on. Now, am I going to hit my couch behind me? Probably. So, keeping your palm on the ground for as long as you can, you're coming up, overhead, and as you come back, unless you are super flexible and very slight, you're going to have to come off the ground and back. So we'll do 5 of those, nice and controlled. Don't rush it. You might start feeling stretches through certain range of the movement. You might even get a few clicks and pops in your shoulder if you do this. That's absolutely fine. As long as you don't feel any pain, if you get little clicks and pops in your joints, it's not really anything to worry about. Good. We'll swap sides. Okay. Oops. That's my couch. Just about running out of space here. You'll be glad to know that I have ordered a tripod for my phone to sit in. just come up onto all fours. Nice flat back. Right. One hand through as far as you can with your palm pointing towards the roof. We're not going to come down. We're just going to try and turn our body that way. You might not see it, it's not much movement. Hold for a couple seconds and then relax. And we're just going to do that for 8 repetitions. As you do it, you'll feel a stretch down your side of the arm that's on the ground. You relax. Cool. We'll swap sides. Twist, hold, relax. Just hold each one for about 2 seconds. So you'll see I'm trying to lift my body up, twist. One more. Good. Okay, finish off a little bit more for our legs. We're just going to lie on our back. Make sure your back's nice and flat, so pull your core in, squeeze your butt. We're just going for knee hugs. Holding each one for 1 to 3 seconds. Again, this isn't a very taxing stretch. I would say pretty much anyone of any levels of mobility or flexibility can do it. But we're trying to keep moving, keep the blood moving, keep our heart rate up, keep our body temperature up, and gently stretch. Okay, we'll go one more on each side. Good. Now, pull your feet in towards your butt. Bring your hands out into a T or like that. And making sure your back's flat again. Feet together, knees together. Just tilting from side to side. Nice and slowly. Now when you're doing this, try to make sure that your shoulders stay on the ground. You don't want to end up like this. Shoulders stay flat. For some people that might be the challenge, that might be where it's difficult. For other people they might feel a nice stretch down in their core and lower back. And if you can do this without much difficulty keeping your shoulders flat, you can bring your feet up like this. Good. And last stretch now. Because I know a lot of people end up with really bad DOMs in their hamstrings and glutes, it's always worth just giving them a stretch. So, straight leg, hand underneath your knee or above, or if you're really flexible, you can go on ankle. You'll notice I'm not actually fully straightening my leg. When I go to straighten it, it's pretty painful because I'm having to tense my quad to do it, so you'll still get a stretch in your hamstrings even if it's not completely extended. Just hold in. You'll notice my foot's relaxed here. We're just going to go for ankle circles, nice and slowly. And when you're pulling your toes down towards your body, you'll probably feel a big stretch right way up the back of your calf and in a different part of your hamstring, maybe behind the knee. Change direction. Cool. Swap legs. Just hold in. And we'll go for ankle circles. Good. Just relax there for a minute. And come out of that. You can finish off just as we started, giving the legs a wee shake. Okay, we'll just finish as we started, going for wee rubs on your quads, hamstrings and calves. Hopefully you guys are feeling fresh after having done that. Definitely something that I would encourage doing post-workout. You could speed it up a little bit and do it in 10 minutes as your cool down, or on days where you don't have workouts, a rest day activity, active recovery is a really good thing. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling quite warm after that. That's exactly how you should be feeling after a recovery session. And don't feel that this is the only way to do a recovery session. There's so many different things you can do. I'm going to show you another one.